You can pause this movie for as long as you'd like to analyze this analogy question. On the computer, you should probably give yourself about 40 seconds a question for the analogies, but on this movie you can come back anytime you'd like. If you think taking the GRE is cataclysmic and you feel doomed when you get a question like this, you certainly don't want to tell the nerds how you're feeling. We call these types of answers psycho answers, and we avoid them unless we have a good reason. But don't worry, you're not alone. 61% of the people who answered this question got it wrong. Probably because most people didn't know what Stygian meant, and even those who thought they did weren't quite sure of the definition. But we know there's a necessary and typical relationship between Stygian and dark, and we assume that if we look up Stygian in the dictionary, we'll find dark in the definition, so we call Stygian a specialized vocabulary word. So now we can look for specialized vocabulary words on the same side of the dots as Stygian. And most students agree that abysmal, cogent, and cataclysmic would qualify as specialized vocabulary words, so we keep them among our choices at this point. Now we can reduce down our choices even further by focusing in on language origin. We notice that Stygian, abysmal, and cataclysmic are all Greek origin words because they have a Y in the middle of the word. This is a very good way of identifying Greek words, and so we focus our attention on those too. Now we can focus on the word on the right, dark, and remind ourselves that this is an English test that's biased in favor of English speakers, and English speakers know Anglo Saxon words. We identify them as grunts and groans, and we look at the answers and we've got low and threatening and doomed, and these are all Anglo-Saxon words on the right-hand side. Now we can compare the words on both sides of the dots, and we have two answers that have a specialized Greek word on the left-hand side and an Anglo-Saxon word on the right-hand side. What's your choice? So now we don't want to tell the nerds how we're feeling and pick cataclysmic and doomed, so we can agree with 39% of the people and say that abysmal is very low, so Stygian must be very dark. Testing for the public. Non-profit since 1985. No one makes things easier.